I'm gonna start at Chance's favorite spot. Where else to start but Omos versus Seth Rollins? You can't start nowhere else. But because let's get it out the way. I mean, I thought about doing Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest first,
Yeah,
get
I
the
forgot.
crowd up. But I
Forgot.
think that can't be first anyway. So I think if you're going, I mean, this I wouldn't say it's gonna warm up the crowd, but people talking about Seth Rollins could be the first undisputed. So I mean, I guess you got to go through almost to get there.
Guys, this is Santino Morel, and you're listening to Wrestling Behind the Curtain.
Yeet. You already know what it is. My man's mid combo, but you know what I'm saying? We here, we live. LWO, baby. Rest in peace, Eddie Guerrero. Kenzo the Greats here. You know what I
And we
mean?
repping our merch though.
Got the
Wrestling
OG,
fans are toxic.
OG
Let's see if
shirt.
they should toxic after Backlash.
Or got the OG shirt. So, you know what I'm saying? If you've been here a while, you've seen that, John. If you haven't, I mean, it's new to you, so you can go ahead to the merch. I'm saying it's in the description box. Go ahead and cop that. We have the Discord in the description box. We have the Patreon, all that good stuff. By now, we 11,031 subscribers in. It shouldn't be new to y'all. So get the merch, join the Patreon. It could be $1, it could be 100, be whatever you want to do. I mean, just show support. That's why we're here. Discord is free. We're talking to the pay-per-views like tonight. Hopefully Kenzo's gonna be in there, you know what I mean? He be going sometimes because he busy man. You know what I mean? But whatchamacallit? We here. We're gonna talk Backlash, predictions, and hopefully it should be a good one, even though I think the show was kind of thrown, but I ain't gonna do that because you know it's my people, my boricuas, you know what I mean? So it's a special love today in Puerto Rico San Juan. Let's get it.
I want to make a couple. I mean, this is Backlash, so we kind of know how this is supposed to go. Oh my Jake, that's my American Dragon flag flashing in the background. Um, so we kind of knew what was going to happen, but at the same time, I mean, we don't really check the Twitter, especially wrestling Twitter too much now that we got the Discord. But every once in a while, I peek in there and I see a lot of people are pretty happy with the card. It's the execution we're going to be worried about. And trust me, when you look at some of my picks, and I was going through this, too many of these could go either way, really. I'm gonna start at Chance's favorite spot. Where else to start but Omos versus Seth Rollins? You can't start nowhere else. But because let's get it out the way. I mean, I thought about doing Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest first,
Yeah, I
get the
forgot.
crowd up. But I think that can't be first anyway. So I think if you're going, I mean, this I wouldn't say it's gonna warm up the crowd, but people talking about Seth Rollins could be the first undisputed. So I mean, I guess you got to go through almost to get there. I don't know.
It's gonna make the crowd leave.
I mean,
I totally forgot this was on the card.
I had a feeling you did.
Oh, Japan looks lit. I ain't mad. We got the little screensaver on John. It looks just like New York. Wow. We gotta go to Japan. Yeah, we gotta go to Japan, son.
Mm,
We gotta hit one of
for a
those.
New Japan show.
Hopefully, Okada won't still be champ.
We'll
But
see.
all right. So you said we're starting with Seth and almost.
Yeah.
I don't understand the point.
Oh, before you go, I just realized something. The draft is messing too many things up. It's kind of informed some of my picks, but first of all, I don't remember where everybody at. That's how after the draft, it takes me about 3-4 weeks to know who was where because the draft is every year and there's no really consistency to it. So that's going to inform some of my picks. Is also I'm going to forget some stuff. That's straight up. I'm be honest. Number two, we talking about future belts because of the draft as well. So that's why I said a lot of people don't want Seth Rollins getting the belt or him versus Roman. All this other stuff. Roman's not on his card in case you don't know. So I mean. The alternative here, again, to just my pick of Seth Rollins, is we cannot talk about Omos versus Roman Reigns for a belt. I refuse. So Seth Rollins it is.
Oh, I still think that we're gonna get almost and Roman if they're on the same John. Because I don't remember if Almost is on SmackDown. So if he is in the comments, y'all know put it in there. I don't understand. Because they tried to put him with Bobby, it didn't work out. They tried to put him with AJ, it didn't work out. They tried to put him with MVP, didn't work out. They tried to put him with Barack, didn't work out. So I'm just under the assumption that they don't really want him to be something. They just want him to be that dude that got to fight people. That's what I'm thinking. There'd be no reason whatsoever for Seth to lose this match, especially when the crowd is OD hot for Seth right now, especially at the press conference yesterday for Backlash when Triple was saying that we're going to do a tournament for the new champ, all people were saying was Seth Rollins, Seth Rollins. So
Facts.
I would imagine he'd have to win. If he loses, it's corny as fuck. So I'm gonna go with my man Seth freaking Rollins, and I think he's gonna get that belt. But we'll talk about that when it comes closer.
Yeah, so we're both going Seth there. No surprise. We mentioned the Boricua, so I'm gonna go straight to the people. That's the newest member of LWO, Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Born in Puerto Rico, not raised there, versus Damian Priest, not born there but raised there. So we got home field on both sides. So I think there's an idea here that they want people to to send the crowd happy. But this is first of all not going to be the last match, so that statement doesn't make sense. People need to remember that that's part of what that's supposed to mean. But also, they both Boricuas. How do you upset people? I mean, I guess unless there's arguments on the island that I don't know about which one is more Puerto Rican. I mean, Bad Bunny's a world star though, so I mean, I again, there's talk about him being at the next Saudi show, another big payday. I mean, he seemed like his little cash and wrestling. Why wouldn't he do it? So I mean, I guess he can't lose here. It got to be Bad Bunny. I mean, again, I like Damian Priest more than most people, especially since I watched him when he was on the Indies.
I like him as a heel. I'm not saying obviously he's been a heel, so you probably can
right. I think the idea of WWE is to make a tweener, but I don't know.
No, but the version I got of him yesterday during the press conference, I don't know if you watched the press conference, but he was on some real heel, like slap the shit out you type shit. Like I like that Damian Priest. I don't know if that was the NXT Damian Priest because I didn't really watch him in the NXT, but I heard he was like that dude in NXT. But
yeah, for sure.
That version of Damian Priest I can rock with. The tweener and trying to be funny type dude, baby face-ish, clean face type.
Well, they started that on NXT. Let me tell you something. When he won, was it North American title? After he won it, they have him this again. He's a badass character at this time. They have him in the hot tub with this. We getting off track a little bit, but they have him. I mean, it's like they cool not. They're not cool like that. What are we doing? So yeah. That's how I also knew he was gonna get called up. I'm like, oh, they're already making him corny. So again, Bad Bunny takes the win. Got to be because you can't give it Damian Priest here.
Yeah, so just to jump what you were saying, I do like Damian Priest like that, but there's no way Bad Bunny is losing in Puerto Rico. There's no way, unless they're going for some major heat on purpose. There's no way he's losing in Puerto Rico.
Well, it's a good thing Bad Bunny isn't losing in Puerto Rico because I definitely think Selena Vega is the other member, LWO. There's no way Rhea Ripley. I understand there's again a Puerto Rico episode, so maybe they should put this one before, but it's a belt, so you can't put it before. But yeah, so I'm sorry, Puerto Rico, you got your dub. Here's your L. Because
I feel like she gets squashed.
She might, it might be a squash. I don't know, but they've been building her up a lot. There's not enough. See, the thing is, this could actually be really good if this was any other division. Be like, oh, they built her up a lot. Rhea's gonna go and crush her, and then go on to dominate the division. Who else is in this division? We can't even talk about. So, but anyways, I still think it got to be Rhea. So yeah, now I don't know if it's gonna be squash, but it might be. It's possible. I don't see it, but I mean, again, strong possibility.
For Zelina, would I like it to be a good match? I would, because I think she does deserve it, and I think she does deserve time. But I think realistically, for Rhea's character, would be way better if she just squashes her, like a quick 3-minute, 5-minute match. Just maybe Selena gets some good moves in real quick, but then it's just like boom, 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 you're done.
Right.
That's what I'd rather see. But yeah, I got Rhea. Like, mommy likes to stay on top, so she win.
All right, so next one, let's go U.S. title. I don't know. I really don't know how this is gonna go. It's a 3-way. Austin Theory, the champ, versus Bobby Lashley. We've seen that already. Versus Bronson Reed, a monster of a man. But I will say I'm picking Austin Reed to win because I think he should retain. It's kind of too soon.
You said Austin Reed?
Austin Theory, my bad. Austin Theory to retain because Bronson Reed, again, a monster, but what has he done on the main roster? And Bobby Lashley has already lost this match. Why give him back this belt? So I mean, they were talking about, again, because of all the switches, SmackDown and Raw, they're talking about switching secondary belts so Theory could get the Intercontinental, but then there'd be a time where SmackDown doesn't have a secondary belt. So I don't think they're going to do that, personally.
I don't really know what they're doing the belts because we didn't get a belt swap between Rhea and...
But I ain't gonna lie, I was one of the people who complained about the belt swap when they did it with the tag champs. Oh, wow. Was that last year, 2 years ago? I don't remember. I thought it was stupid. I mean, there's maybe... We know how to transfer belts. Fight person. I mean, bro. Again, at that time, the Viking Raiders or whatever they were called then, whatever they're called now, that would have been a good time. I mean, again, they were a little bit more serious how they are now, but kind of going to. If they would have crushed both, I think it was New Day and who was it? It was New Day and Street Profits. If they would have won both belts and then something like that, the switching of belts doesn't make sense to me. But at the same time, these belts aren't tied to a brand. Like we never said Intercontinental was a SmackDown belt. It's just a secondary belt. We can have either one on either show, but there's got to be a way of better than just here's this, here's this. We're supposed to still be believable. We know wrestling is fake, but we're supposed to act like it's boxing. That would never happen. They'll vacate it. A lot of things happen, but they're not going to just here swap belts. That's not what's happening.
What I think they should do, which I don't know if I told you, they should just change the names. Not SmackDown, not Raw. Just this is the world champ, and this is the.
Hey, we didn't talk about that. Yeah.
I mean, so that when you do go to the next pay-per-view or the next brand, doesn't matter. You're just taking your belt with you because technically, we're getting out of tangent, but whatever. Technically, Bianca. This is why y'all here. This is why y'all watch it. Bianca is like the longest reigning Raw champ, right?
Currently, yeah.
So now she's going to SmackDown. So now that's done. So now that streak's over.
I don't know. I mean, do you offend? But she still has the belt. Do you stop the streak when she leaves Raw? I understand what you're saying, but that's there's not a lot of logic.
I don't think so, but they categorize it as the longest reigning Raw women's champ.
Well, I mean, remember when Charlotte was on all three shows? She said, I mean, they do still, and that there was a brand split. I mean, I think we'll do a video on why the brand split needs to end. But anyways, so. They still, I'm pretty sure the same thing happened with Charlotte. She was a SmackDown person, but she had the Raw belt, and they just kept, the streak was still active. But again, it's not logical, but that's just the way they do things. I'm pretty sure, unless,
that is one of the only reasons why I think they made another belt for Roman, because they don't want to stop his streak. So they made a whole new belt so that it doesn't fuck with that. Because the word is they want him to beat Terry Streak.
Makes sense.
Which, if true, I don't know if the numbers are false, but someone said he would have to be the champ until September 2024.
My word.
I don't know how much bloodline storyline you got in it. Like I was
we're gonna need a lot more.
Like Sammy carried us. We'll get to this later towards this segment. But you're gonna have to bring in people like Jacob. Like you're gonna have to bring up more people for that family tree if we're gonna get some.
I mean, that's more or less. I mean, I don't even want to talk. We could do that. Could be another video.
Yeah, but okay. So to answer this, we're Rhea. Yeah, Rhea's gonna smash her.
No, we're on Theory last week. Bronson Reed.
I don't think it's like you said. I don't see what Bronson's done. I guess he's okay. I guess he's a beast. I guess they're building him to be like that. But I don't think now Bobby doesn't make sense for him to have that belt for me. I think you just got to continue to build Austin to make him look like he's that dude by beating two monsters, supposedly. So I'm going to go Theory. Unless it has to do with something like you said with the belt swapping all that good stuff and changing brands and belts, then I can see that maybe going into it. But as of now on paper, I'm going Austin.
All right. And next up, we got the 6-man tag, the aforementioned Bloodline versus Riddle, Sami Zayn, and KO.
All right. So I'm curious. Because did you watch SmackDown?
I did not.
Okay, good. So I didn't really either, but I caught the recaps. So Jimmy was being Jimmy, all hyped up, telling Solo, "Yo, you ready, son? You ready?" Blah blah blah. And Solo was being quiet. So then Jay was being Jay. He's like, "Yo, my brother asked you a question." Whatever.
Yeah, I caught those clips. Yeah.
And then Solo being on some Roman shit was like, "Oh, I'm gonna handle my business. Y'all better make sure y'all handle your business." So I don't know where they go there. I don't know if they're building Solo to be.
What you're doing right now, actually, that's the only part I saw, and that's informing my whole pick. So I might as well just go. I think Sami Zayn and KO specifically, Riddle. I mean, I'm not even sure why they picked him of all people to be the third person, but whatever.
Well, because
Sami Zayn,
because Solo.
I mean, I know, but I'm saying like they could have. There's other whatever. Don't care. KO and Sami they're going to be handling Jimmy and Jay to a certain point, right? It's going to be a nice match, but we've seen that before. Sami Zayn going to look like they have the win. Solo's gonna come in and just wreck shit. He's gonna wreck Riddle. He's gonna wreck Sami Zayn. He's gonna wreck KO. He's gonna establish himself as, this is the bloodline. But I think y'all got it twisted. It's Roman me, then y'all, not y'all, then me. And I think that's how they carry on the bloodline story. We're gonna have to have some civil war, picking sides, some. I don't know how we're gonna do that, but again, we talked about September 2024. I guess we definitely know it's gonna keep rolling. I mean, I already had the
And
Bloodline as my pick, but still.
and keep in mind, it was only Roman Solo and Paul that was drafted as a team
Right.
to SmackDown. The Usos
Again,
came.
the draft shit keep fucking me up, but I did remember that. Yeah,
The Usos came by themselves. So are you big?
right.
So you think that Solo's gonna just come in and win it for everybody?
So the Bloodline gets a dub, but through Solo, and there's gonna be some infighting after. But yeah, or there's a little thing I remember. Again, Roman now on this card. Does he make an appearance? Probably not, but that's because again, this not the first of the end. We know that's his John.
Now Roman on vacation.
Hey,
He ain't playing with his dates.
that's facts. So
he might be in Puerto Rico with the family on the beach. But he ain't showing up. I can see it going on, but I can also see it going Solo's dominating, crushing shit. Then I guess for some reason he has to make the tag, whatever, and then they fuck it up, and Sammy and them win because of that, which causes more shit with Solo, causes more shit with Roman.
Yep.
So you think I'm gonna go that way? I'm gonna go they lose. I'm gonna go they lose, and it's not Solo's fault. So he gonna be pissed.
So we both saying that Solo was the dependent factor on this.
Yes,
hilarious. Next, I mean, I just realized something. This order don't make sense. The last two matches is Bianca versus Io Sky. That is for a belt, but it hasn't been built as like this grandiose thing. And then it's Cody versus Brock, which is not for a belt, and it's Brock and it's Cody. So you think, yeah, that can go at the end, but you can't not have a belt at the end of a pay-per-view. Like, well, I mean, wrestling etiquette dictates.
I mean, they don't do shit correctly anyway. So Cody and Brock is either going first or last. I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I don't know what the pre-show match is. That's why I said. Yeah, let's go Bianca versus Io Sky next, because I say Brock and Cody end it.
You think so? I could see them starting it. I could actually see them starting it, and maybe Bad Bunny and them ending it.
That'd be a good way to send people home for sure. But I mean, either way, they're broken the rules, so I guess they wouldn't care.
We're talking about Bianca Io Sky. Yeah, Bianca's not losing. Well, yeah, she's not losing. No. Well, where is Io? Well, it's for the belt, though. Yeah, Bianca's not losing.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is just bad timing. If this would have happened in 2 months, a month, I could see Io rocking. Bianca's a good champ. She's had great matches for these pay-per-views. 100%. Io can fly, so we know this is probably going to be a banger.
Is Io on Raw? Is Damage Control on Raw?
They didn't split it Damage Control, and I'm pretty sure, yes, they're on Raw. But again...
Because would it be their way of just taking the belts off, just to take it off? And Io wins, and she takes it to Raw, and Bianca goes to SmackDown, not a champ?
I mean, possibly. But I just... Again, the TV for Bianca has never been great. We continue saying that there's clearly booking and not her, because we've seen all the things she can do, and in fact I've seen her personality in other places. Especially because Montez is a little up and coming. They got Montez on TV. Montez go, Bianca go. So I'm seeing actually even more of her personality. I'm saying, well, they're fucking this up even more than I thought, because the girl got it. There's nothing she missing. You just can't book her, but that's neither here. But that doesn't stop them from continuing to make her win, because she is dominant in the ring. She's great in the ring, and she's good on the mic. So she's gonna win. We're gonna get some more lackluster TV. But I mean, how much better would Io Sky winning be? Because I mean, that's gonna be giving it to Damage Control, because we've seen Io Sky as a champion in NXT, and they couldn't do her promos down there. They had her underwater, all types of weird stuff. They're not bringing that to Raw. Maybe they're definitely not Raw over. I mean, maybe because they got to fill TV, but yeah, I don't see her.
I don't mind with that, because if she didn't lose to Asuka, she's not gonna lose to Io.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got Bianca, and then what's the last match? Cody.
Yeah, Cody versus Brock.
Cody gotta win. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, gotta be.
I mean, it's weird because I can't see Brock losing. Because Brock really isn't that take the L's type guy. So I'm curious to what the conversation was like. Does he fuck with Cody to where he's like, yeah, I'll do this so he can help with storyline? Or
I think it's two things. I'm not 100% sure, but hey, we're not journalists. We say that all the time. I'm pretty sure Brock does fuck with Cody. I gotta look into that again. And Brock been around like consistently for a little minute now. This part-time Brock we talking about. It might be time for another vacation by now. And they're already in Puerto Rico. What's stopping big man Brock from just staying a little longer? He's like, hey, I just chill down here. Y'all don't worry about booking me for nothing else. And it's perfect. I think that's what my thinking is. As far as because not just Cody needs this win. We talked about the WrestleMania, and the backlash of that, so to speak,
I
and
just don't get it.
all the
I don't get that whole Cody shit, especially unless they're doing the Money in the Bank angle. I don't get that whole
Money
Cody.
in the Bank is not what Money in the Bank is to be. That'd be stupid.
I just don't get why Cody's on Raw and Roman's on SmackDown, and then that storyline is just quote unquote dead.
I mean,
That's wild to me.
I want to go back and watch some old Raw and SmackDown. And I do remember them again. Obviously, there was a brand split. I remember the first draft, but before that draft, I want to see if it's not nostalgia. But that's how this needs to go back to. Again, I'm probably gonna do this video, but the brand split makes less and less sense every draft as we struggle to do storylines. And then the good storylines you have, you split them up through the draft. What are you trying to do with that? That
Like,
doesn't
why
make
did we
any
not
sense.
split up Street Profits right now?
That would have been like, this would have been the time, right?
The perfect time.
That's like if you was on like that's like watching NCIS and when they do a spinoff, instead of just doing a spinoff based on people you met in a new city, they take the main people from the main one and they be like, oh, but that other show's still going. What? How? You just took the main character and put him on another show.
I know you watch
that's what the brand split is now. It's like, oh, this storyline was going great. Let's split them up. Like, I mean, again, for stuff like the Bloodline, that could be good. That could make sense. But you can't do it for everything. And then you don't split up the Street Covers. When are we letting Montez go? I don't understand. No offense, Dawkins. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no offense. We already.
You can't do that frog splash the way Montez can do. If you do that frog, you learn that frog splash alone, and I'll forget everything else you've done wrong.
Nah, he just saying he just Marty Jannetty. That's it. No shade. Marty Jannetty was good. They were good as tag team, but somebody said, you think Dominic's gonna join the LW? Well, we'll do questions at the end. We don't really have many questions, but we'll do questions at the end. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cody. He's gotta win.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always questions, like I said, with Brock. How Brock feel about it, but I'm gonna go with Cody. Because Brock is like, yo, if he gets pissed off mid-match, he'll fuck shit up.
I mean, that's true.
But I'm gonna go with Cody. I'm gonna say that he's cool with Cody, he gets it. He's getting paid handsomely. Him and Triple H have a good business professional relationship, and he gonna do business. So I'm gonna say we cool, Cody. That's it, right?
Yeah, that's the card.
So all right. So it wasn't really a question, but someone said, do we think Dominic will eventually join LWO?
I think it'd actually be a nice story if they like. Again, I say this as a non-Hispanic. I mean, I'm Latino because I'm Haitian, but I'm not Hispanic. I say this. But again, he like this is. I was actually, I'm big into fighting. So we was talking about this not too long ago. A couple of my friends. A lot of Hispanics don't like Canelo because he don't look Mexican. Again, say what you want. You're very ginger, blah blah blah. You could do something similar with Dominic because if you look at his parents, you told me they both were born in Mexico. 100% believe you easy. Tell me this boy was born in like New Hampshire or something. I believe you too. Like he looked as white as a Hispanic can look. That'd be like, oh, are you ready? You could do that again. We talk about his wrestling style. You don't wrestle like a luchador. You try to, but your body shape is not the right shape for it. Maybe I don't know because I mean Eddie wasn't exactly the way a lot of luchadors look, and he made it work. He was again. I've never seen luchador so jacked. He could wrestle lucha. He has. So if Eddie could do it, why can't his son do it? In theory, whatever, right? So I think it would be a good way. Like, hey, you should be embracing your Hispanic side more. Do this. You can make that story, but do I trust WWE to be the better tell that story? Maybe not too much. Right? Again, we talk about Zelina's come up. I think they're giving her a lot of leeway with her creativity for herself. If they could like maybe ask her what she think about this and do some stuff with this, I think they can make a story there with Dominic. But do we need him to join the LWO? Do we trust the WWE with stables anyway? Does it really, really matter in the grand scheme of things? It's iffy for me. I don't know. I can see it as a good thing to do, but I'd rather like one of us book it than WWE. So that's just one of those things we think about and we can answer. And then
man, Hunter ain't calling.
Trust me, my phone's on. I'm ready for a call. It ain't happened yet.
I mean, Hunter, you can slide into the Discord too. If you don't want to give us a number. I mean,
that works for me fine. You can call on Discord. We can have one of these meetings on Discord. That's available. We haven't used it. We haven't had to. But I mean, Hunter can call and set it up.
Yeah, I'll take a
schedule.
But with that being said, we got the merch. You see it. It's in the description box. Patreon is there. Support the channel. I already told you. It don't matter if it's $1. It's cool. I'll pick any dollars. That's cool. Whatever. You know what I mean? Give me the dollars. Discord. I revamped it up a little bit. Look a little sexy. You know what I mean? Like come fuck with us. We also got a little section in there. If you guys are in certain cities and the show comes in your city, you want to link up with the people in Discord, you know what I'm saying? A friendly tip, you know what I mean? Then cool. I mean, we got all those things in there. So come check us out. Like this, subscribe, comment if you haven't. And tell us if we're wrong, if we're right. I mean, we're usually always right, but tell us what you think.
I mean, even when we're wrong, it's not like we made the wrong picks. WWE did the wrong thing, so we always right.
So even when we're wrong, we technically right. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So you already know what to do. So I'll let Kenny give his little shout out. I'll give mine. We out.
Well, you know, this bitch brought you straight shot, no chaser. You know, it's tough out there. Again, I do know one of the problems with Discord that I've seen people have. We don't have this problem yet because again, we don't have we have people, but everyone not active. I do see some people like, oh, Discord is too many channels. You can mute channels. You can just join. Hey, we got it in there. Just come in. I'm not chat. You don't got. You can turn your notifications on. Just pop in there when you need to. My notifications are on, but I ain't always in there. As Chad said earlier, I just got a lot of stuff to do. You ain't got to be standing again. We're trying to actually, no, I can say that now. We're trying to replace Twitter. You can try to get off of that thing completely. We got a Geeked Out one and we got the wrestling one, so we can just do those two. Those two basically tick the boxes of everything I talk about on Twitter anyway. So I don't really need Twitter. Besides, you know, if you can't get the comic books, if you ain't seen that yet, I mean, what is you really doing? Because do you not know this channel? You should really already know about that. So you don't even have to, but definitely, I know that's going to be in the description box as well. So check out that. We're working hard on that. It's
That's right.
Pieces coming along.
So that's it. Enjoy Backlash. Watch this. Subscribe.
We'll be on Discord during Backlash.
Be yourself.